go to the command prompt here, and in the command prompt clear LAR and then mkdir ext mkdir ext jars. We created the directory cd ext jars, but we have not yet downloaded. So go to the browser that you have created just now, where the Apache PDF box is there, and this one. Okay, so download and then save file 1 and then 2 and then 3 and here 4 and here 5. All the 5 are copied. Come back to the command prompt, and in the command prompt write cp /downloads /star.jar 2 dot and ls. I have got all the files. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 files are there, and there is a 205. I think he has already downloaded 205. Did you? Okay, so rm minus rf pdf box. I don't need 205.jar and I don't need that font box 205. So delete whatever is 2 version, because it will not work. There is a problem with the jar file, and you make sure that you have got the 5 files which are 1.8. Okay, now we can start export. Okay, libjars equal to, okay, and then /home /cloudera /ext jars /font box, and I am not doing anything there because I want to make the comma later. It will help me to auto complete. Cloudera home /cloudera /ext jars which one I have taken already, font box I have taken, the pre-flight, and then /home /cloudera ext jars /gembox, and then /home /cloudera ext jars xmp box. So please remember, whenever you want to have different jar files, this is what you should do. Cloudera if you are good in script programming, then you can automatically generate this particular one with just a Unix script. You don't have to type anything. Take all the jar files in a directory and create this particular home /cloudera repeat it. That is the power of scripting. ext jars the final one is the pdf, final one is the pdf box.jar. Okay, now we have to go to Control A and put the commas. Remember, we didn't put the commas, because if I put the comma at the time, it will not do the autocomplete. So what I am doing is I am just putting the comma after this one. It is not semicolon. Okay, people make a mistake by putting a semicolon, and it will not work. This one, and you have this particular file, right? Now, by mistake, if something is happening, it will go away. So I am going to right click, copy, and press enter, so that it is creating that variable. But at the same time, I am creating vi help.txt, and in that particular text, what I am going to do, I am going to paste this particular value that I created, so that at a later point of time I can use it, and you can move this to your home directory using FileZilla later, so that at a later point of time you don't have to spend time for creating that one. Okay, that's how you should make reusability. So ext jars is created, and you created a variable called libjars, which is wrote on the top of that particular place. And now we have to write the code. So what I am going to do, I am going to go to CD, and remember, I am not changing the window. Very, very important. If I open a new terminal, libjars will not be available in that. Why? Because where did you type the export? In this terminal. So libjars variable is limited only to this terminal. If by mistake you are opening a new terminal now by clicking this, and you are trying to refer to libjars, not available. Apply common sense. This is for the terminal. Whenever you write an export command, it is limited to only that terminal. Otherwise, you have to change it in the profile. Don't do that. Why? Because tomorrow you may have another libjars. So you created that, and now clear the screen. And what I wanted to do, remember where we put our programs? Passion bytes, right? We have created all our programs. And what I am going to do, mkdir, okay, PDF word count. I am creating a directory called a PDF word count. CD PDF word count. And what I want the build.xml which is specific for me, not my copy. How will I do that? CP // that means parent directory, and take the identity reducer or whatever you created, and there is a build.xml inside that, and copy to here, so that you got the build.xml that you created, which is referring to your MapReduce library. Are you all following? Because we have a build.xml, right? You cannot use Ravi's build.xml. If you copy it from concept 1, concept 2, etc., you will be copying my build.xml. You want your build.xml that you created. That's why I am doing that. Now I want to create the source of this particular one. Okay. The source is available in cp // that means parent directory concepts 3 / source directory, but you should put a -r, otherwise the subdirectories will not be copied. And that source directory, don't put a /, because if you put a /, all the things inside the source directory will be copied. I want that source to be copied, and then put a dot. And now do an ls, you have the source and build.xml. Inside the source, there are so many other unnecessary things for the word count and all. So delete the passion directory and the Ravi directory. We used it already. Ravi directory we used for all our word count program. I have the percipient directory. This is actually the one which I used somewhere. And now inside the percipient, you can see all the magic. What did I do? I created a PDF input format and a PDF input driver. PDF input format is the one which is replacing Hadoop input format. PDF record reader is the one which will create the record reader to read the PDF efficiently. That's why I told you, you don't need to go and study that, how it is written. It is a little advanced. Right? If you want to know, just go to the PDF record reader, and then you look, you can see that I am using the PDF box library inside. A beautiful class is there called text striper, and I am using that stripe method of that text striper to take individual words, which was done by Hadoop input format for me by default for twinkle twinkle little star. That's the logic. And inside that you can see that I am just looking at what are the sizes, and then I am splitting it, and I am creating split by new line character. All the things which Hadoop was doing for me for the text file, I am manually doing it here. You got it? So, come out. And if everything is okay, you should go back to the place and don't change the terminal again. Like I told you, one terminal for changing the code and one terminal, don't do that here. Why? Because your libjars is created. How will you know whether the libjars is created or not? Echo $libjars Unix command. It should tell you if libjars you have created. Assume that you didn't create libjars. Let's say libjars1. If I type, it will tell you empty. Nothing is there. So that is how you will check it. So your libjars is created, right? And now I am going to ant, right? You are building the code. If you have followed everything, you should not get any error, and you got build.xml. But there is a problem. You cannot write Hadoop jar, Hadoop.jar, and then run the code now. Why? To run the code, every node needs libjars, because I am referring in my code. It is like an assistant. If that assistant is not there, who is reading the PDF, the mapper will not be able to read it, right? And that is what the purpose of this whole exercise is. So what I am going to do now, see, cd dist Hadoop jar, my Hadoop.jar as usual, and then give an option libjars. Okay, this libjars is a reserved word in Hadoop. Please understand the difference between this variable and this. This is a variable that you created to collectively represent your jar files. That you can call as Suresh, Sheetal, whatever you want. But that minus libjars is constant. And the moment MapReduce Hadoop sees that word, what it will do? Whatever you are giving next, it will take that all jar files and along with your program, like an assistant, it will give to all the mappers. Now the mappers got the assistants. So the next parameter is, how will you refer to your variable that you created? Just now I told you. Echo, after that what did you write? $libjar. So if I write $libjars, that means minus libjars is a constant, and whatever variable you created which is representing all your jar files, all that will be taken, and along with my Hadoop.jar, it will be going to the individual mappers. But before running, did you create? Okay, this is going to be giving an error, so just enter. Okay, because before that, what do you need to do? You have to give a PDF file as the input directory. So let us go to Google, okay, and let us download a PDF text file. Okay, original MapReduce paper by Sanjay Gahamawat. So original MapReduce paper. Just search original MapReduce paper. Okay, don't write that. You download any PDF file. Okay, so save it and then download it. So this is a text file in PDF. Download, save the file. Where? Into the downloads directory. Now what I am going to do? Same window again. Don't change the terminal. mkdir. Oh, sorry. Hadoop fs minus mkdir apr 23. Hadoop fs minus put. Where is your file? /home /cloudera /downloads MapReduce PDF to April 23 that you created. See the beauty? Now you are first time you are putting something which is not a text file. It can be JPEG, it can be only provided you have written corresponding record reader and input format. Understanding? So you put that particular file. Not discussed anywhere. These are all the cream of MapReduce. Okay, so in April 23 my data is there. I cannot read it by Hadoop fs minus cat. Why? It's a PDF. It's not a text file. Okay. If you want to read that, what is the only way? Hadoop minus fs, copy to local the PDF file and then open the PDF by with your browser. That's the difference. Right? Okay, now you created the input file. Go back to the previous command where we have completed half. What is that? This one. Libjars. And what is the name of the program? com.percipient dot. Remember, percipient was the name of the directory. PDF driver. Is it PDF driver? I am opening another command window just to check the program name. Remember, I am not going to run the program. Okay. How will I check? CD passion bytes. CD passion bytes and then CD PDF recorder, PDF word count, CD com, ls, CD src, CD com, percipient and ls. PDF input driver is the name of the program. You have to make sure the program name is correct. So close this window, come back here, PDF. What was the name of the program? Where is our command which we... Okay. com.percipient dot. Is the program name correct? PDF? Is DF lowercase? Okay. Open another command prompt. CD passion bytes, CD src, CD com, CD percipient. What is happening? CD passion, CD source, ls.
Concepts, no? Concepts.
Okay, so CD dot ls CD PDF, right? And now CD src com recipient and ls. See, Claudia, lowercase. So the best way is right click and copy this, and now close the window. Never again run the program here because your variable is here. And now right click and then paste. Now that is the correct program name. And what is your input directory where the PDF is kept? April 23 and APR 23 out is your output directory. Hadoop jar, my hadoop.jar, com.recipient.pdf input driver. What is the error? It is minus libjars. I think so. 1 minute. What the best way that you need to do, just to go to the browser and then libjars option MapReduce. Libjars option MapReduce, and then press enter using libjars option with the MapReduce, and then just to find out where is it getting executed. Hadoop jar, it is minus libjars. We are correct. The first one itself is correct. Let's find out again. Hadoop jar, my hadoop.jar minus libjars. Yeah, that's absolutely correct, right? Hadoop jar. Oh, okay. The order is important, I think. So let's try this. The libjars option they have used after the class name. Yeah, that is a problem. Okay, first you write the class name because after the hadoop.jar, and then after PDF input driver, now you write minus libjars dollar libjars. There you go. So the order is important. Okay, after the class name, then you give the program name. See how Google is selecting. Don't study all these things. Just have the way of.
An administrative function now? Like
No.
to distribute those jars?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Administrator will not know what are the jar file that you need. Tomorrow you want to write a connector to MongoDB. MongoDB connector is a separate jar file. So in your MapReduce program, you want to propagate it. How will you do that? This is the way. That's why I told you this example. Any jar file, any external jar file that you need to be propagated, this is the idea. And now, if you do, word count is not PDF, output. Are you following? Input is PDF, but output is our normal word count. So, Hadoop fs minus cat April 23 out slash part star, because I am using minus cat. Don't worry about that words. It is not able to find out. Maybe some pictures, maybe something and all, right? But you got this thing. And now let us see something here. When you are doing the word count and MNOPQ, it's alphabetically sorted. Can you tell me why? Correct. So it's sorted. You can see some words like sorting, map, reduce, etc. coming, right? So an analyst who is creating a graph of these words, if sees map 100 times, reduce 200 times, sorting 200 times, what he or she can immediately come to a conclusion. This paper is all about. That is what the analysis is all about. So apply the same thing for any of the data that is being received in your organization and analyze it. That is an end-to-end example of how Hadoop is effectively used. So Hadoop is not word count. This is the real life example of how Hadoop is really used. Right? But normally most of the people do not do that. They just use that same word count text file kind of thing. If you look at our companies and all, only text files and all, even if the text file is not available, they will go to oracles and the Teradatas of the world, they will export as a text file, and then they will do these things. Don't do that current format. If there is a data in Teradata or Oracle, you should be connecting to Oracle, pulling the data using a SQL, and then do that word count, whatever you want to do. Apply on that particular thing, right? And if you want to connect to Oracle, what do you need? Java programmers, what do you need? JDBC, Oracle jar file. How will you move that Oracle jar file along with your program? Clear?
In this output, word and
Huh.
the commas,
Huh.
it is also taken separately.
Of course, because simple is different from simple comma. If you want that, what do you need to do? Tell me what you need to do. You have to answer that.
Delimiter.
How can you use delimiter, comma? Every word is having a delimiter.
Tokenizer, we got to do that.
See, in the string tokenizer, you just write, if it contains comma, replace it with a space. So that simple and simple comma, that comma will be same. A symbol will be 2 times. See, this symbol is 8 times. Because there is no comma. But there was a word called simpler comma, so it counted it as one word. You know it, right? Because it's a word count. If I write twinkle, twinkle, comma, then twinkle will be 1 and twinkle, comma will be 1, right? You have to ignore it. Can you please practice this for tomorrow? Okay? There was a request to install Hadoop. How many of you have Mac? You and you. Are you interested in seeing how to install Hadoop completely from scratch? Because in her machine and in his machine, both are having Mac, we can install the complete Hadoop without a virtual machine. That will give you all administrative features of Hadoop. So please listen to that class. So Thursday I will take that. Okay? It is optional for you. If you're interested, please come. It will be beneficial for you, 100% beneficial for you. I have not covered that the other day. So please do come for that, because he wanted to see how it is getting installed. So I will take that part. A little bit of manual work will be there, but